The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jags and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. In motion left is Davis. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Thomas will come in motion right. Now Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Hill going to go in motion right. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start...
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 67 yards. And the Dolphins will strike first here, this wild card matchup. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Jaguars getting set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And Thomas has it. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. In motion, Hill. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Achane gets it from the gun. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
Offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
On target over the middle to Hill. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. From the gun, it's Tua. And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Jake Bailey now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. On play action, Lawrence throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 68 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Tua. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Tua going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Looking to pass. Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving, and now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pushing his way through. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught, and they can't bring him down. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That gain on third down, good for 28.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Lawrence to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2nd down and a yard. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. In motion, Hill. On play action, here's Tua. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Tucker hauls it in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Play action. Now it's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some good games to look forward to in the early window, especially the one in Baltimore. A big one coming up for the Ravens as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Offense.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 21. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Etienne up the middle. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. But to throw again is Lawrence. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap, and again to ETN. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Lawrence. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now, 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Tua. Throw caught by Achane. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
On play action, here's Tua. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be out right at the 35. 23 yards on the play.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Lawrence will throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Trey Hendrickson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now Hill to return it. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
On 3rd down, Achane. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. This one caught by Davis. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Lawrence. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And ETN going to have a Jags 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 27. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Caught right side, Davis. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Holding offense.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Let's go.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead, a handoff up the middle.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Another toe for Etienne.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A handoff running left is Etienne.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So Tua and the Dolphins
down 27-21. A little over a minute and a half remaining. A touchdown likely means they move on in these playoffs. Tense moments for the hometown faithful as they've got it with a 1st down.
Now Tua.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Throwing Tua. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Here's Tua.
And he comes back with one complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant. And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.